All right, so in that video, you can see that I'm squatting. When I'm squatting, I'm deadlifting 372 pounds. But in October 2018, I actually squatted 405 pounds and deadlifted 405 pounds, bench 300 pounds, right? However, I'm not doing the same amount of weight right now. Now you would say, well, aren't you supposed to get stronger as the years go by? How come you got weaker? Well, in theory, you are supposed to get stronger. However, if you are a hybrid athlete, right? Police or law enforcement, military or martial artist like myself, we have more than one thing to consider. So somebody like a powerlifter or a weightlifter, let's say a powerlifter, they're thinking about just getting stronger, right? That's the main goal. How strong can they get? And to supplement that main goal, they may do some hypertrophy work, meaning how much muscle they could put on to aid their strength, right? Those two feed each other. The stronger you could get, the bigger you could get. The bigger you get, the stronger you get, right? They're very complementary. However, somebody like, say, in martial arts, somebody who's a practice skill, and they need endurance, they need anaerobic endurance, aerobic endurance, flexibility, they need tactical decision making and stuff like that, right? They need strength as well. You may need some size too. So you have to think, oh, well, how do I balance these things? Well, if you are trying to attack too many things at once, especially if you're trying to attack certain abilities that are antagonistic to each other. So let's say you want to get stronger, you want to put on size, right? But at the same time, you want to get better at your technique, right? Maybe as a police officer, maybe you don't have many techniques to practice, or as somebody in the military, maybe you don't have very complex techniques to practice. But let's say somebody in martial arts, right? You want to learn 540s, 720s, or 360s. Well, a lot of that occurs in the brain. A lot of the coordination occurs in the brain because the brain is sending strong, frequent signals from here through the spine to your body. And the more tired your brain and your mind is from training, especially fatigue and training, the more your technique or your technical proficiency can suffer because of the acute fatigue, that short-term fatigue that you're suffering from these endurance workouts, strength workouts, or bodybuilding workouts, right? So sometimes you have to step back and say, okay, what's important to me? What does my test require of me? What does my job require of me? What does my sport require of me? And then you have to start prioritizing those things, right? So it's not as easy as gaining strength and gaining muscle. Now, in order to gain strength and gain muscle, right, especially a respectable amount, you're gonna have to attack your workout with veracity, right? You need to train hard. But as far as programming, right, as far as manipulating certain things and constructing a program in order to have everything you need as a military or law enforcement personnel or martial artist, you're gonna have to do certain things in a sequential order or do certain things at the same time while shoving certain things at the back burner to make sure you have a nice blend of what to do. Because if you don't go about it the right way, you're gonna end up like how I used to be, doing too much at once, and then you burn out. You start seeing progress in certain things, but you can't sleep, you're irritable, you're anxious, a bunch of stuff like that. Because even though you're training different abilities, you have to remember your body is the same body. Your nervous system is the same nervous system, and there's only so much that your nervous system can handle, right? So if you have this cup right here and you pretend like you're filling it up with liquid, let's say, oh, I'm gonna put some endurance training in there. I'm right here. Let's say I wanna put some flexibility training in there. I'm right here. Let's say I wanna put some strength training in here. I'm right here. And then you know what happens? Oh, let's say you're in a relationship and your relationship is not going that well, or you just had a breakup, all right? Everything that we do causes stress to pile up into our container. And there's only so much stress our container can handle, no matter where the stress is coming from. Whether the stress is coming from martial arts practice, aerobic work, strength work, or the job. All right. So if you have any questions, let me know in the comment section down below, because I didn't touch on which things really are antagonistic to each other or complementary to each other or whatever. Right. But that's it. Sometimes in order to take a step forward in certain things, you got to take a step back or maintain certain things. However, I am getting the itch or the wonder if I should take the cap off of my strength and maybe start pursuing it again. All right. Have any questions? Let me know. Gotta go.